Hey y'all, what is poppin'? It's motherfucking Drea. Back at it with another video. Who would have thought? Honestly, I've just been bored out of my mind. My nail is me falling. Okay, so I was gonna wait till the video a little later, but a lot of y'all were asking me, if you follow me on IG, I posted an Insta story of my nails. One down. They are actually press-ons. A lot of people thought I went to go get my nails done, and I got them off Amazon. They come in this little bag. I'll drop the link down below in case you want to copy yourself a pair. I know a lot of nail techs are doing press-ons, and I want to cop some really dope ones, like with designs and shit. These are really simple, just red. But I didn't know how I was gonna like them. They were doing good until fucking now. I don't know, this popped off. I honestly think like they would have lasted longer, but I got a little scared of putting too much glue. Okay, so I was going to do a mukbang, but honestly, I'm not a mukbanger, so I just couldn't figure out, like, get comfortable with it. I was like, okay, no, like, we're gonna cut it the fuck out. So I actually ate Popeyes, and the reason why I have a McDonald's cup is because I get the spicy chicken sandwich at Popeyes, and like by itself, no combo, and then I go down the street to the McDonald's and get the sweet tea, the large sweet tea, and a medium fry, because I am not a fan of Popeyes sweet tea or french fries. The Cajun fries, it's just, the Cajun fries, they have like flavor to them, but every time I've experienced them or I've gotten them, they're always fucking cold, always really hard. And yeah, okay, so I'm doing, like, I guess story time. Oh wait, no, let me show you what else I bought. I've been shopping during this quarantine, and sorry y'all, I'm a little bunny, but like, this is keeping it 100. Just a little baggy t-shirt, some Spanx, you know the vibes. Wait, me breaking more nails. So I'm so excited because I needed a new pair of Cortezes, because the ones I had were like musty, bro. I usually like to keep two pairs. One pair for like my everyday. If I scuff them, I don't care. If I crease them, I don't care. They're my everyday. And then I usually keep one to, like, you know, when you want to stunt or whatever. But I desperately needed a new pair, so I got some. But look at how fucking cute. Oh my fucking gosh. Look at how cute. Okay. You can't tell me. Look at how fly me and my nephew are about to be, bro. I got these for my nephew. I wanted us to match, because I'm that tia that's extra as fuck. I want to like take cute ass pictures for the gram with him. And he a little hype baby, so he always has pop-in outfits and stuff. And his dad, which is my cousin, keeps him on hype with all like the hype shit, like the off-whites and all that shit. And I gotta be the tia to keep him G'd the fuck up, you know. He needs a pair of Cortezes, period. So I wanted to be the first one to buy his first pair of Cortezes. Tia Dre. So yeah. And if you want to buy shoes, I feel like now is the time to buy shoes, because so many people are having like hella good deals on like Nike, Adidas, all of the places. So I mean, nobody got nothing better else to do than shop. And people got their stimulus check. Okay, since it's a story time, I wanted to get comfy. I met this guy. And so I'm trying to keep it short. I don't want it to be too long. I met him on the boulevard at one of his shops that his dad owned or whatever. And we exchanged numbers. I was like super into him. He was super cute, and we ended up hanging out, right? So he had told me like, hey, I want to take you to the fair. So I love the fair. I'm a sucker for the fair. I think the fair is so cute for like a first date, even like any date, like I love the fair. Like I've always been one to love the fair. So I was like, oh my god, perfect. So he was like, yeah, he's like, I'll take you to the fair. It was on a Friday night, and he was like, just get ready and tell me when you're ready. So I ended up getting to his house kind of late. So he was like, damn, like hopefully the fair's still open. And I'm like, my bad, I took like forever to get ready. Then we go to the fair, it's fucking closed. So I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, damn. He's like, that's fucked up. He's like, I wanted to win you a big ass teddy bear, you know, like being all cute or whatever. So I was like, oh fuck. And he was like, all right. He's like, let's go back to my house. And he was like, and then we'll figure out like what to do. Like I'm gonna start hitting up the homies, see if they have like little functions going on. We could just kick it, you know, hang out. And I was like, okay, whatever. Like going with the flow, you know. And so on our way back to his house, his homie calls him, and his homie calls him, and he's like, and like he sounds like all concerned, and I was like, what the fuck, you know, like he's talking to his homie or whatever. And I'm just like sitting in the car like all cute, you know, minding my business. And then he was like, damn. He's like, fuck, I hate to interrupt our date. He's like, but I have to really pull up to the homie's house like right now, like he just got shot. And I was like, oh,
okay.
and he's like, I had to go right now. I was like, fuck, okay. So he pulls up. I'm in the car waiting, you know, like big old scandaloso going on. Like all the homies are right there. And he's taking a while. And I'm just like, what the fuck? So I text my homie and I was like, dude, like. And then he was like, you fucking would be with one of those motherfuckers. He's like, you fucking love them little fucking thugs. He's like, you don't fucking learn your lesson, huh? You don't learn your lesson. I was like, no, but he's nice. You know, he's like really nice and like respectable. He was like, it's my homie Jose. Jose's texting me this day. I remember like clearly. And he's like, you're a fucking idiot. He was like, that's what you get. That's what you get for fucking always going for those type of dudes. And I was like, you know what? Fuck you. So then I'm sitting there, and then he comes back in. He's like, fuck. He's like, my bad. He's like, I took so long. He was like, I had to take a bullet out of the homie's leg. And I was like, so you a surgeon now or what? So I'm just like, okay. I was like, is he okay? Like, what? And he's like, yeah, he's fine. So I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. And he's like, fuck. And he's like, damn, that's crazy, you know, like. And he's like, my bad. He's like, this day isn't turning out pretty good, huh? And I'm like, nah. And he was like, well, I'm gonna go pick up my brother. He's like, I think my homie has like a function going down. And I was like, oh, okay, cool, like whatever. So here I am still going with the flow, right? So I have to fucking pee. And I'm like, fuck, I have to use the restroom. And then he's like, oh, no, don't trip. He's like, I know the liquor store. I'm really cool with the owner of the liquor store right here. He's like, he'll let you use the restroom. He's like, well, we'll pull up. And I was like, are you sure? He's like, yeah. So his brother is in the backseat. He's like, fool, you already know we shouldn't fucking be around here. They just fucking lit somebody. Like, I don't know. I guess they had lit, like, they fucking lit somebody's car on fire, somebody's house on fire or something. You know those fools, the blah blah. And like the brother's just going like talking, right? So I'm just like, what the fuck? I'm like, I just need to go pee. So he goes with me, he gets out of the car, and he takes me to go pee. So then I get out, and then his brother goes into the liquor store, and like he went to go get like munchies or something, or like a beer. So it's just me and him in the car, right? So we're in the car, we're waiting for his brother to get out. So, you know, we're talking, blah, 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 you know, doing everything, whatever. And then a car pulls up. Okay? So car pulls up, and the look on his face just told me everything I needed to know. I was like, what the fuck? And he was like, fuck. And I was like, what the? And then I was like, what happened? He was like, fuck. And he's like, I hope my fucking brother doesn't come out at the same fucking time. Fuck. And he gets out like his little like pocket knife. He pulls out his little shank or whatever, and he like flips it open. And he's like carrying it right there, and he's just looking straight. He's making sure not to look to in the car next to him, right? He's like, fuck. And I'm like, and I'm thinking like, what the fuck did I get myself into? Pinche Andrea. Never learn your lesson. So then, luckily, his brother's enemies are like, you know, their enemies, they didn't cross paths. Like by the time he was paying, like, I don't know, they just didn't cross paths, right? So luckily, thank goodness, so they didn't cross paths, and he came back into the car. And he's like, and he tells his brother, hurry up and get the fuck in the car, fool. And then the brother's like, what the fuck, fool? Like, what? Why are you rushing me? His big ass mouth, you know? And like, he's like, fool, get the fuck in the car, dog. I told you to get in the car. And I'm just like sitting there like, oh my God, he better get the fuck in the car. So I'm just like, oh my God. So then we pull off, right? And we're not even like, we don't even go around the block. He's like, fool, those fools from blah, 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 right there. And then the brother's like, and you didn't fucking tell me? And you didn't tell me? So what the fuck, dog? They fucking did this to this. Like, what the fuck? And then, like, the dude that I'm with, you know, he was like, hey, fool, chill the fuck out. Like, I have her in the car, fool. Like, you can't. He's like, why the fuck would I even think of doing something when I have her in the car and fucking put her ass in danger for what? Like, she doesn't fucking know any of these fools. Like, why are we gonna put her in danger for? And then he was like, you're a fucking idiot, dog. He's like, nah, fuck that. Fuck. He's like, fuck a bitch. It should be your fucking homie. And then he was like, but no disrespect. And I was like, this fool. And then he's like, nah, no disrespect, you know, but like, what the fuck? And then he was just like going in, and they were like getting into it, right? He's like, and then he was like, he told the brother, he's like, you know what, I'm just gonna fucking drop you the fuck off right here. He's like, oh, you want to leave me right here in the street for me to fucking get blasted, dog? He's like, all right, fucking leave me in the street for a fucking high knot. And then he's like, fool, you're acting like a little bitch, like, but I have her in the fucking car with me, dog, like, what can't you understand? Like, I couldn't do anything. He was like, nah. And then I was like, in my head, I was like, why did you even tell him that you saw those fools, you know? But I was just like, oh my God. So I was just like, what the fuck is going on? So the brother's like getting at it. So then he actually drops, the brother's like, let me get the fuck out of the car. He's all fucking drunk already, right? So he was like, right, fool, fuck it. I'm gonna let you out of the car, but don't be fucking crying and saying that I left you. So then sure enough, we leave him. And then he's like, fuck, I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, at this point, I just like really wanted to go home. And then he was like, nah, like, I swear, like, I need to make this shit up to you. Like, this is fucked up. Like, we were supposed to go on a date, you know? Like, this is fucked up. And he's like, I really want to make it up to you. And he's like, nah, like, my homie says they're still, like, chilling at like, you know, at his house. Like, let's roll through. So we're already on our way, right? And then, he ended up picking up some homies on the way. Because it was, like, down the street. Then his brother calls, fool, really? You're not gonna fucking pick me up, dog? I'm right here. I just saw them pass by. And, like, and I'm just like, oh, my God. So then the guy that is, well, you know, like, my dude, he was like, fuck, I gotta go get my brother. And then I was just like, at this point, I'm like, fuck the brother, bro. But whatever. So he gets a brother. And he's like, you know what, dog? He's still going at it, talking shit. And I was just like, oh, my God. So then he's like, you know what, fool? Like, you know what? I'm gonna just take you home. And he's like, all right, then just fucking take me home. So then we're on our way back to drop him off, right? Because we wanted to drop him off and then go to the party. We didn't want to take him to the party because he was just being crazy. So then the cops pulled us over. The cops pulled us over, and I was like, fuck. And then I was like, well, like, I think they just pulled us over because, like, you know, you're rolling up with a bunch of little fucking, like, you know, like, the dude I was with, he was a pelon, you know, like, fucking cops are dicks over here in LA, like, you know, they fucking profile all the time, so it's like, whatever. So they stopped us, and they said the reason why they were stopping us was because he had a little fucking, a rosary hanging on the mirror, that you're not supposed to have anything hanging. And he was like, what the fuck? So I already knew, like, the cops wanted to fuck with us, you know? So, he was like, can I have your driver's license and ID? And he was like, yeah. So then my dude was like, fuck, like, I think I have tickets or something. And I was like, oh, okay, well, it shouldn't be too bad. And then his brother in the back was like, I fucking have a warrant for my arrest, dog. I was like, no mames. So I'm just like, oh my God. So they have everybody get out of the car. They have us all fucking sit. They fucking handcuff us all. They have us sit on the fucking, you know, like, on the curb. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then he asked me, he was like, what are you doing hanging around with these guys, you know? And I was just like, oh, you know, I didn't tell him I was dating the guy. I just was like, oh, that's my cousin, you know, or something like that. Or like, me and my cousin were gonna, like, I don't know. And then he was like, he ran my ID, and like, obviously my shit was clear. So he was like, you're good to go, take her off the cuffs. So like, you know, they let me go, and they're fucking running everybody. And like, either the cop was really cool, or I don't know, the brother that ended up having a fucking warrant for his arrest, like, they ended up letting him go. But they're like, you know what, you guys need to go home, like, you shouldn't be out here, especially with your record, blah blah blah. So they fucking let us go, right? So then the brother is still drunk, okay? So we went to go drop off the homies that we had with. They were like, you know, we're just gonna take them back to their house and then we're gonna drop off my brother. We're gonna call it a night because like too much had already fucking gone down, you know. This was supposed to be a date. I was just supposed to go to the fucking fair. So then I fucking I have a GPS thing because I was working in downtown LA at the time, and if you work in downtown LA you know how fucking crazy traffic is. And I had this GPS thing, it's called Waze. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. It's like a GPS tracker, and it tells you like all the shortcuts, like if you're running late. It tells you if there's like red light tickets. It tells you like when there's fucking bump, like, you know, like shit in the road to be careful. It tells you when like roads are closed off, and it also tells you when there's cops around, you know. So I don't know what fucking button I don't know what fucking button I pushed, but like it started talking, and it was like a cop, no, something like red light ahead, or like a cop ahead on right, fucking like, you know, the way Siri talks is like, oh, a cop ahead 3/4 of a mile to your right or something like that. And then the brother trips out. He's like, what the fuck? He's like, what the fuck was that? And everybody looks at me, dude. Everybody's quiet and looks at me. And then he was like, the brother was like, are you a fucking cop? Are you a cop? And I was like, oh my god. I was like, no. I was like, you really think I'm a fucking cop, dude? And then he was like, nah, what the fuck was that? It told you that there was gonna be a fucking cop? Like, how the fuck you know there's gonna be a cop? And I was like, oh my god. And I was just like, dude, I have an app for it. And like the guy, my dude, you know, that I'm like, you know, I was with, he looked at me, he's looking at me like, and he's looking at me like, are you sure? Like, are you sure? And I'm like, oh my god, you guys. I was like, it's a fucking app. It tells you like when there's cops ahead and like, you know, the traffic. And I showed him. And like, he was like, alright. And the brother was like, nah, dog, nah, I don't know. That shit's fucking sketch as fuck. He was like, what the fuck? And then I was like, fool, look at this app. So I showed it to him, and he was like, oh shit. I thought he was gonna fucking get crazy, and he's like, and he started looking at the app. He's like, oh shit, I need to download the app. And I was like, oh my god. So I was just fucking cracking up at this point. I was texting my friend like, I can't believe like this was my first date like with this guy. Like, this is the funniest date ever. I'm never gonna forget it. And then I ended up finding out that he is cousins with one of my homies. So I ended up, it was a small fucking world, I swear, like small world. But that was my story time. It was super fucking funny. Well, for me at least. I hope you guys enjoyed it. A lot of people were telling me, oh, you should do an about me video, you know, like, or ask me questions and stuff. But like, I don't know what questions like y'all want to know, like, or I feel like about me is really boring. So I kind of want to incorporate a way to like do it that's not boring, that's like, oh, my name is, and it sounds like a fucking like biography and shit, because that's just gonna bore you guys, you know. So let me know in the comments what questions, what video I should do next. Like I said, this is so new to me. I'm like just rolling the dice and see like if I'm consistent or not, and like see if it's even something for me. I'm just bored and it's quarantine, so you know the vibes. But thanks for watching this video. Make sure to like the video and subscribe. Sounds so weird saying that. I sound like a YouTuber, but yeah, no. So alright, bye guys.